morning students. I hope you all are doing well. I am Prithviraj. I am your 8th class physics teacher. I hope you all know me. In the last class we people have read net force. As you all can see, net force we have completed. So what we will read today? We will read today your activity number 10, experiment number 10, given in your book, page number 11, first chapter. Okay. Then we will learn free body diagram. We will learn about free body diagram. Okay. Before that, please follow all social distance measures. Wear mask. Okay. Don't come out unnecessarily and read at your house. And if you are having issues with books, please go online. You will find book. Just type TS Board Telangana Board 8th class science book, physical science book. You will get it. Okay. So students, today we are about to read experiment number 10. What exactly is experiment number 10 says? Here, experiment number 10 heading is effects of stretched rubber bands on fingers. Effects of stretched rubber bands on fingers. Experiment says that you need to take a rubber band. You need to take a rubber band. You used to play that, right? Just take the rubber band and put it around your finger and try to stretch it. Yes, you will feel force, right? You will feel little bit pain on your fingers. It will be a good exercise. But here what we are talking about is physics, right? So while you are doing this, you people can feel a kind of force exerted by rubber on your finger. Let us assume the force exerted by rubber is F. Force exerted by rubber is F. Upon whom it is exerting force? Upon fingers it is exerting force? Okay. Now what we people will do? We will take another rubber band. We will take another rubber band. With that, so now how many rubber bands are there? 2 rubber bands are there. Now what people will do? Now try to stretch it. It will feel more pain, right? Why? Because the force is multiplied, the force is added. You are getting my point, right? At first, we have taken only a single rubber band. The single rubber band caused a little bit force, caused a little pain on our finger, right? Now, we have taken a second rubber band. The second rubber band will allow the force to act, multiply. Like first we have taken first rubber. It is applying force of F. The second rubber band will apply force that is of F2. Okay, consider this one as F1. Now the second one we will write force exerted by second rubber is F2, right? Now, what is the net force you have experienced on your finger? You have read, right, about net force. The net force we experience on our finger is F1 plus F2. So we need to write here F net is equal to this is what our outcome. Okay, this is your activity number 10. You all have understood. Now what you need to do? You need to practice it. You need to write it. You need to practice it. Okay? Students, we will go to our next part. The most important one, page number 12. Okay? And here, when you are going to a shop, suppose you went to a shop, you are asking the person like, give me 5 kg of onion or 5 kg of potato. So if you will say, instead of 5 kg, if you will say 5 meter of potato, will he able to understand? No, he won't be able to understand. Why? See, every quantity is having its own magnitude. The way force is also having its own magnitude. What you will say that he is experiencing 5 amount of force. What kind of unit you want to use? You will use Newton. What you will use? Newton. So let me write here. I hope you all can see. The unit of force is Newton and the symbol for that unit is N. The unit of mass is kilogram and symbol is K and Z. The same way, this is what your unit. I hope you all have understood till now. I will go to our next topic. The topic is how to calculate net force from a free body diagram. Before I write those things, you need to understand what I mean by free body. Free body is a body. It is a diagram. Okay. Which shows what kind of forces are exerted upon that object. Suppose you have kept an object. Let us consider this one. I am holding it. So how many forces are acting upon the duster? First is gravity. If I do that, it is going down. So first is gravity. Second, while I am holding, my hand is applying a kind of force upon it, right? That is normal force. And rest no forces are there, but 2 forces are acting upon it still, right? So the way here we can write that there are two forces acting upon this free body. The same way, whatever diagram you will see from that, in that diagram, if it suggests that how many kind of forces are acting upon it, then you will say that diagram is free body diagram. So today we will learn how to calculate net force on the free body diagram. Okay, we will calculate the net force on the free body diagram. So let me write. I hope you all have understood this one. Okay, students. Now see, F net means net force. Okay. Sorry, you need to write formula, okay? Calculate F net from the free body. How? First of all, we have to take an example of free body. What kind of free body example we will take? Suppose we will take car moving on the road. Okay? We will take a car moving on the road. Before calculating these all things, one thing you must learn, that is, you need to always use graph. What? Graph. What kind of graph? You might have read this thing in your maths class. Right? So what is it, students? This is your x-axis. This is your x-axis, and this one is your y-axis. This one is your y-axis. This is your plus side. This is your minus side. Here again, this is your plus side, upward direction, and the downward direction is your minus side. So this is your which direction? Horizontal direction. This is your vertical direction. Vertical will be always considered as y-axis, and horizontal will be considered as x-axis. Okay? Okay. This one you need to understand. Okay? And see which side is plus, which side is minus. Okay? Now I'll give you one question, and you can consider it as an example. Example: let a car be moving with a non-uniform speed along the road. What are the forces acting upon the car? Let a car, suppose here a car is moving, and draw the car. I'm sorry, diagram is not good, but please, for understanding purpose, I did this. I've done. Sorry for my grammatical error as well. So, students, here it is a car which is moving what? Horizontally on the road. Suppose consider this one as road, and it is moving horizontally. Okay? Car is moving in which direction? This particular direction the car is moving. Okay? That is the direction in which car is moving. Next, the question he asked is, how many forces are acting upon it, and what is the net force acting along vertical direction, and what is the net force acting along horizontal direction? He is asking. How many forces are acting on the car? First question. Second, net force in horizontal direction. Okay, net force in horizontal direction, and the same net force in vertical direction. I hope you can see this. Okay. So here, this is your horizontal direction, this is your vertical direction. They are asking net force upon both. Now first we will answer the first question. How many forces are acting upon the car? Student, first, in the first class we have learned, let me use another chalk so that you can see this one. First, here, a force which is acting, gravity, right? Gravity is acting, which is pulling the car downward straight. It is downward, it is pulling from here. Okay. Second, if gravity is acting, again which force is acting upon it? Normal, the opposite force to gravity. Upon what? Upon the tire. Here I place the arrow upward direction, and this is what we can consider normal force. Which force, student? Normal force, right? Normal force is acting exactly upon the wheels so that it will push the car upward, and at the same time, who is pulling it downward? Your gravity is pulling it downward. Okay? Now what we should see? Okay, this is what we have completed in vertical. Vertically, there are two forces which are acting upon the car. On the two tires, normal force, and the entire car is pulled downward by gravity. Right? Next, in horizontal direction, first is the engine of the car. The engine of the car is exerting torque force, because of which the car is moving forward. So first force is applied by what? Engine, which is saying the car to move in this direction, this side. Okay? And the second one is friction, force of friction. I have already said you, whenever you are talking about frictional force, in our types of forces, contact forces we have read, right? Frictional force is a force which will always oppose the body in which direction it is moving. Suppose I am going in this direction, the friction is in that direction. If I go in this direction, the friction will be generated from that side to that side. So here the work of friction is to stop a moving object. The work of friction is to stop a moving object. So here students, we have understood how many forces are acting upon a body. So in our next class, I'll answer both the questions, that how to solve and all. Until then, bye.